Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Bibimbap, a super tasty Korean dish. But we are actually at the back of the shop here.
We started filming YouTube videos about 4 years down the back of the shop. Welcome to the back of the yard. So the order's just come in. We've whipped some veg off. We're going to make a simple Korean bibimbap. Directly translated means kind of rice and vegetables. That's really it in a nutshell. Normally it has an egg and it has beef. We're going to show you how to do a really delicious one with fresh oyster mushrooms just off the delivery.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this is the back of the Happy Pear. I don't know if you knew. We've got a cafe and shop here. But we're going to go with, 2 tablespoons of oil. You can cook this at home. It doesn't have to be in a camping stove.
We've got our pan nice and heat. We went with sesame oil. We went with kind of one that's...
Well, use whatever oil you have. We literally just went with what we had in
a good handful of oyster mushrooms. Try to just kind of rip them up or turn them into... pull them.
But here's I'll show you a cool little trick here, what we often do for how to get more flavour into our mushrooms. Dun, dun, dun.
Grab a pan, make sure it's clean.
Okay, so this is literally the trick. You're literally going to use a pot to compress it. It's going to evaporate more liquid and it's actually going to get more flavour from your mushrooms. So I'll literally do this for a couple of minutes.
So while that's happening, I'm going to just show you how to make a nice Korean sauce. It's based on Korea, like using gochugaru and based on gochujang, which is like a Korean chili paste.
How often have you been to Korea?
Never. My brother Mark has once been there. Okay, so this is a nice way of making. That's our bro Mark. He's a DJ. Check him out, called The Drifter. Okay. First step, what you're going to need is you're going to use misos, because traditionally it's a fermented paste. So I'm going to go with 1 tablespoon of miso of choice. I'm using a hacho miso.
Hacho miso, I love hacho miso.
So 1 tablespoon of miso, tablespoon of maple syrup. That's kind of to balance it, because as you know, miso can be a bit
slightly
just fermenty taste.
Are we going to go with a little sesame oil?
Yeah, a little bit of sesame oil.
2 tablespoons.
Yeah, about 1 tablespoon would be grand. So I've got gochugaru, which is kind of Korean chili paste. It does have quite a distinctive fleck in it. You'll see it there. So I'm going to go with 1 heap.
So if I didn't have gochugaru, what would I use?
Chili paste or ground chili powder. Just like use it. Maybe start with half a teaspoon because gochugaru can be a little bit mild. And now I'm just going to go get some water. I shall be back.
Meanwhile, I am cooking the mushrooms. So this is really good. It encourages much more browning and caramelization in the bottom of the mushrooms, which is it's just going to give to more grizzle and more flavour. I'll keep frying these down for another little bit. So look at this. So see the way they do. They should brown up beautifully.
The surface area, like through pressing them down, you're creating more surface area. You're encouraging more browning and you're evaporating more moisture. So it works out much better. So back to my sauce. I'm putting in 1 tablespoon of water to start with. That's just to create enough fluid that I can mix it all up and kind of dilute it. I might have to add in a little bit more, but always start with less water.
Oh, that's flavour, caramelization going on right there. That's the good stuff.
I'm going to go actually with 3 tablespoons of water. Sorry, recap, 3 tablespoons of water. The sauce is a little bit tight. So just to show you texture of the sauce, it's quite thick, it's quite juicy. Do you want to try it?
Sure, yeah.
Ooh, love. It's nearly like the only thing I can relate to is a bit like kind of a Chinese black bean sauce, but with a lot more fire to it. And a lovely sweet sesame note to it. So really, really tasty.
Fiery black bean sauce.
Okay, once our mushrooms have started to kind of brown around both sides, I'm going to take our sauce. So as far as I'm aware, with a bibimbap, traditionally the meat would not have a chili sauce through it. But we want our mushrooms to just bang a flavour and to have a lot more flavour. So I'm going to start putting half our sauce in here now. So about 2 tablespoons. And just mix it through. It's just going to impart a lot more flavour into the dish.
Okay, so mushrooms are done. I'm just going to take them out of the pan. They look great. I really do. Okay, now we'll just
Okay, time to bring this dish together. So it's very simple and straightforward. And it's using a lot of kind of raw vegetables. So we're going to go with radish.
Usually for a bibimbap, things are chopped into matchsticks. So we're going to matchstick up some cucumber, matchstick up some carrot, and same with some radish. Okay, so while Steve's doing that, I'm literally just going to heat up our rice. I've got some pre-cooked rice which I took out of the fridge, and I'm going to add it to the pan and just fry it down for a couple of minutes.
We're using a brown basmati, but use whatever type. I think in Korea typically be a white rice. Okay, so we have about 200 grams of rice, about 1 serving. Obviously use whatever type of rice you want. On that goes. I'm going to take a little bit of layering of our sauce now. I'm going to pop this in now, just as kind of like a little bit of hidden pleasure.
Okay, now it's time to decorate this. So this is a very pretty dish, kind of almost like a ramen nearly in a sense. Like lots of.
And it's kind of like our interpretation, so. So we do make a lot of kimchi, and kimchi is there's a
Kimchi is
recipe.
from
There's a
Korea.
simple recipe. Kimchi is from Korea, and we've had a Korean lady in here to eat back a few weeks ago, and I asked her what do you think of our kimchi. It was vegan. She said it was beautiful. So this is good kimchi. Do check out the
So
recipe.
here goes the mushrooms.
Lovely.
Love it.
Mushrooms look great, don't they? Really grizzly.
So we have bibimbap, bibimbap. Okay, final touches. Gonna add some.
Sesame seed, because there's often a little bit of sesame oil through it.
Let's gonna elevate it there slightly.
Right. I'm just going to put a little drizzle of sesame oil. Because sesame oil, often when it's heated, it can lose its flavour. So I'm just going to add a little tiny
The
little drizzle.
mushrooms are super flavoursome, really are.
And obviously, if you're oil free, just leave the sesame oil bit out.
Okay, dude, bibimbap, bibimbap.
Korean bibimbap. You're using a spoon.
Bibimbap. Well, I don't have any other tool.
Okay. Okay,
You
in we
can
go.
feed
Here
me
we go.
if you want.
Korean
This is a
bibimbap.
tool.
So the beautiful thing about this is you're getting a juicy freshness from the raw vegetables. You're getting a kind of fermenty kind of chilliness. You're getting a meaty grizzliness from that, and then you're getting starch in the rice. So it's a lovely complex dish. It's very simple.
Brilliant. Simple dinner, good for health, good for longevity, good for the win. Korean bibimbap for the win. Anyway, let us know how we did in this dish.
Feed your twin.
Thank you. Yeah, yum.
Those mushrooms are.
Thanks for being part of this channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being part of this community. We really appreciate you. And I know I shouldn't be talking with my mouth full.
And do cook this dish. It's absolutely fabulous. Send loads of love. Cheers.